Hello, and thank you as always for tuning in. Now, renting out your property can sound like a great idea, making money on an asset that you own, but can it really be that straightforward? There are some key differences between buy-to-let and residential mortgages, and here I'm going to explain which works best for homeowners considering renting out their home. So, let's start with a residential mortgage, which, as you probably know, is for homeowners who plan to live in the property that they are buying. In contrast, a buy-to-let mortgage, as you can guess by its name, is specifically for those who intend to rent out the property. The main differences between the two mortgage types are the interest rates that you'll encounter and the deposit that will be required to stump up. Buy-to-let mortgages often have higher interest rates compared to residential mortgages, mainly because lenders perceive them as a higher risk, as rental income can be unpredictable. Buy-to-let mortgages also typically require a larger deposit, usually around 25% of the property value, compared to residential mortgages, which start from as little as 5%. When it comes to how lenders assess applications, there are differences here as well. With a residential mortgage, it's the borrower's income and expenses that are looked at, whereas with a buy-to-let, it falls to the property's expected rental income. Then we have interest-only and repayment options. Both buy-to-let and residential mortgages are available as interest-only or repayment. But interest-only are much more common in the buy-to-let world, as landlords often aim to pay off the mortgage with the proceeds from when they eventually sell up. If you're planning on renting out your property, but currently have a residential mortgage, you must obtain a consent to let from your existing lender. However, you may find that this consent comes with additional fees and even a possible interest rate increase. Before going down this path though, make sure that you do your sums. Lenders typically require rental income to be between 125 and 145% of the mortgage repayment to cover the mortgage itself, as well as any unexpected costs. If you are looking to buy a property for buy-to-let purposes, you might find an additional 3% stamp duty on top of the standard rates as well. Now, after you factor all of that in, if you are still up for the task, you should be aware of the criteria buy-to-let mortgages come with. So lenders generally require applicants to be at least 25 and often have an upper age limit too, usually around the age of 70 to 75. A minimum annual income of around £25,000 is often imposed too, as is a requirement by some lenders for the applicant to already own a residential property before applying. And, unsurprisingly, a strong credit score is also essential. In principle, buy-to-let mortgages work in the same way as residential mortgages, but with some key differences around eligibility, interest, and deposit requirements. Once you secure your buy-to-let mortgage and have bought yourself a property, you are given the title of a landlord with key responsibilities for managing both your property and the tenants who live in it. You therefore need a rental income to cover all of the costs of a property, including the mortgage, maintenance, and anything else that comes with it. We always urge you to seek advice from a mortgage specialist before proceeding, and we have put a link to our recommended advisors in the description below. As always, thanks for tuning in.